Hello, welcome to Biology Lessons with Dr. Lin. Today our topic is racism. Racism is a biological phenomenon. However, there are no biological races. Race is indeed an entirely made up concept. You may be wondering, how can that be? You look around you and you can clearly see Asian Americans, African Americans, and European Americans, and they look different. Well, just because they look different according to you does not mean they are biologically different, which in biology means genetically different. There are certain genes that cause people of different races to look different, but those few genes are overwhelmed by the number of other genes in the human genome, and the variation among those genes within any human population is immense. The central portion is genetic variation within each race. The peripheral regions are genetic variation among different races. Again, the blue portions are genetic variation within each race, and the orange portions are genetic variation among different races. As you can see in both cases, genetic variation within a race is much greater compared to genetic variation among the different races. In other words, it's possible for two people of the same race to be genetically more different from each other than either is from a person of another race. This exact scenario was discovered when we first sequenced the human genome. We found that Craig Venter and James Watson, both famous geneticists and European Americans, are genetically more different from each other than either is from Sun Jin Kim, an Asian. So there are no biological races, but why is there racism? Humans are social mammals, just like the chimpanzees, the lions, the wolves, and the orcas. For social mammals, it is highly beneficial for them to recognize which individuals belong to their social group and which are outsiders. Members of the same social group share their resources, their genes, and their fates in common, whereas outsiders are often there to take away the group's resources and harm the group. Therefore, these animals, including humans, have evolved the biological drive to recognize outsiders and to become hostile toward them. Humans, when they were still hunters and gatherers, could use clues such as subtle variations in facial features and physical characteristics, their ways of speech, their cultural customs and dresses to recognize outsiders. Today, even though they are no longer small hunters and gatherers, social groups, and a country like the United States of America is made up of many different races, our minds still possess the biological drive to recognize differences among people, especially differences from oneself, one's family, and one's own group. And for some people, such as the racists, the recognition of the differences between themselves and the people of other races is enough to trigger hostility and aggression, often with sad consequences. This is why, even though there are no biological races, racism still exists because racism is biological. Thank you for watching Biology Lessons with Dr. Lin. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and get notified when the next video is posted.